Okay, real quick, I don't want to spend a ton of time on this, but I want to just show you that the Tucker Carlson Fox News program has become a complete and totally open platform for conspiracy theories at this point in time. That's all it is. Yesterday, I showed you how Tucker loves this Ray Epps, the FBI did the Trump riots conspiracy theory, and he used Ted Cruz to push it. He then had on Glenn Beck, who has COVID right now, and allowed Glenn Beck to push the Washington State COVID internment camp conspiracy theory. If you haven't heard about it, I'll tell you about it in a moment.
The Great Reset is not a conspiracy theory. It is something that the Davos people have put together along with the World Economic Forum, and it is running rampant through every Western capital and every Western country. It is, I just read this. Tomorrow morning at 9:30, the Washington State COVID detainment emergency. They are going to have a State Board of Health discussing from 9:30 to 3:30 tomorrow, allowing local health officers to use law enforcement to force an emergency order in involuntarily detaining a person or group of persons' families to be isolated in a quarantine facility following the refusal to voluntarily comply with requests, medical examinations, testing, treatment.
By the way, if you're not watching, Tucker's doing the confused face the entire time here.
And vaccination. This is an internment camp. Washington State has done it before. They haven't obviously learned their lesson from World War II. This, again, is all about total and complete control.
Now, everything Glenn Beck is saying is a lie. This has been widely debunked. Let me tell you what's going on. No, writes KREM, Washington won't forcibly quarantine those who have COVID or are unvaccinated. The State Board of Health has received thousands of emails about an agenda item that will be discussed this week. Claims are going around that Washington politicians are trying to create laws that would allow them to force unvaccinated people into quarantine. The State Board of Health received thousands of emails. We set out to verify claims. The question, does this proposal allow health officials to use law enforcement to force an emergency order to involuntarily detain a person or group in a facility if they refuse to comply with requests for medical treatment, testing, treatment, counseling, or vaccination? The answer, no. The state isn't trying to quarantine forcibly those who have COVID or are unvaccinated. Just to be really clear, our board meeting on Wednesday is there are no conversations about isolation and quarantine camps. There are no rules existing or in the making to create isolation and quarantine camps. There are no rules, and there is no process in place to create a rule to involuntarily quarantine or isolate COVID-19 positive people. Regardless of vaccination, there are no laws and no plans to do it. Period. It's just bogus. There's just nothing there. And Tucker Carlson's Fox News program, which is, I think at this point, the most widely listened to right-wing program. I mean, maybe Joe Rogan is considered a right-wing program now and has a bigger audience, but it is one of the biggest right-wing programs. Every day, there's a new conspiracy theory. If you watch Tucker and you accept the stuff on there, the feds did 9/11. I'm sorry. The feds did the Trump riots, not 9/11. Maybe they say the feds did 9/11 too. I don't know. The feds did the Trump riots is what I mean. And there's going to be an internment camp for people with COVID in Washington. Every day, it's a new conspiracy theory. Extraordinarily dangerous stuff. And if you're just listening today, we'll have these clips up on our Instagram, which you can find at David Pakman Show. One of our sponsors is Blinkist, who's been supporting the David Pakman Show longer than any other sponsor. Blinkist is the app that lets you listen to or read an entire nonfiction book in just 15 minutes. Blinkist is the way to absorb those books you can't make time for. Blinkist takes top nonfiction titles, pulls out the book's key takeaways and insights, and gives it to you in the form of a text or audio explainer that you can consume in 15 minutes. With Blinkist, now you actually do have time to learn about all the things you've been wanting to tackle. On the Blinkist app, I just listened to This Is Your Mind on Plants by the great Michael Pollan. Super interesting, the history of caffeine and so many other things. Blinkist has you covered on podcasts too. Blinkist takes long episodes of popular podcasts and distills them into audio you can listen to in 15 minutes. With Blinkist, you can become knowledgeable about so many different things. You can have conversations with people about more topics. Blinkist makes you more well-rounded. Try Blinkist for free and get 25% off a subscription. Go to Blinkist.com/Pacman. The link is down below.